Hi, I'm Glenn Rogers, and this is American Perspectives. In this video, we're going to be talking about court packing, specifically about packing the Supreme Court. Can't get the rulings you want from the Supreme Court? Then add your own judges to the court so that you can get the rulings that you want. That's what they call packing the court. Putting the judges that you want on there so you'll get the rulings you want. Is that a good thing? Is that the way the Supreme Court is supposed to function? Is that the way it's supposed to work? Is that the way we're supposed to do things in this country? Well, we'll talk about that. But first, let me take just a minute and ask you to subscribe to our channel. Just click the little button down there. It would be really helpful to do that. Helpful to us to do that. Doesn't cost you anything. Nobody's going to bother you, but it makes a difference to us. So if you can, please do that. Okay, so packing the Supreme Court. How is it supposed to work? This whole thing about appointing justices to the Supreme Court. What is that all about? Okay, it's really pretty simple. All right, when a justice dies or decides to retire, the sitting president, whoever the president is at that time, nominates a new justice. Okay, the name is put forward. People think about it. People talk about it. There are confirmation hearings in the Senate, and the Senate has to vote to confirm that nominee or not confirm that nominee, but it's up to the Senate. The president gets to make the nomination, put it out there. The Senate then has to confirm that person who serves a lifetime appointment. Now, it just so happens that over the past 4 years, that while Donald Trump was president, there were 3 vacancies on the court. And he got to nominate 3 judges. You know, that had never happened before. And you know, many people tried to figure out, wow, what's going on here? How come he gets to appoint that many judges? Well, just because 2 of them retired and 1 of them passed away. And so because Trump is a conservative, he nominated conservative judges. Okay, that's not a surprise to anyone, and there's nothing in the Constitution that says anything about that. All it is, you know, the sitting president gets to nominate a new justice, and then the Senate has to confirm or deny that person. And so by the time President Trump got all of these 3 nominees seated, the court was tipped in favor of the conservatives for the first time since the 1930s. So basically, the first time in 90 years, okay? It had been tipped toward the liberals. Now things happened, and it just happened, okay? So that the court was now tipped in the favor of conservatives, and liberals didn't like that. Made them really angry. So now they want to pack the court. That is, they want the new president, President Biden, to be able to select 4, to nominate 4 new justices that would be confirmed by the Senate, so that instead of having 9 justices, which, you know, it breaks down to 5-4 or whatever, you can't have a tie with 9, right? They want to have 13. And somebody says, well, why? What difference does that make? Well, because if they put 4 new liberal judges on the court, then it will be tipped again in favor of the liberals. Well, why would they want that? They want that so they can use the court to bypass Congress and make laws that otherwise couldn't get made. Okay? Now, why is that a problem? Well, simply because they're not supposed to do that. That's not what the Supreme Court is for. You see, lawmaking is for the Congress to do. And the Founding Fathers set it up in such a way that it's very hard to make new laws in this country. Okay, you have the Democrats and you have the Republicans, and they have different views about what should be law and what shouldn't be law, to what extent, and all of this sort of thing. And they have to get together, even though they usually disagree with each other on almost everything. They have to get together and reach some kind of a consensus and agree, and then vote on something. And a certain majority, whether it's 51% or 60%, it depends. Different things require different levels of majority to pass and to become law, okay? Well, that makes it very hard for the liberals to get certain things passed into law. And so if you just ignore that process, right, just ignore it, and certain things begin to happen, and somebody files a lawsuit, and then it goes to court, and a judge says, yes, you can do that, or no, you can't do that, and the people are not satisfied, then it goes up another level to the appellate court, and then if they're still not satisfied, it goes up, and eventually it gets to the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court decides the case. And if they say yes, then it's yes. And if they say no, then it's no. And even though the Congress didn't pass a law, because the Supreme Court has said either yes or no, then it is either yes or no, right? It is a way to bypass the lawmaking responsibilities of the Congress. That's what has happened. And for years, about 90 years, when the liberals were in the majority on the court, they used the court to pass laws that they couldn't get passed through Congress. And a wonderful example of that is Roe v. Wade, which everybody knows is what made abortion legal on demand. Even though they couldn't get the Senate to pass a law there, or the Congress to pass a law there, because the Supreme Court said, yes, that's legal, we can do that, then that ended the question. See? So they have, for many, 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 many years, used the court to get what they wanted when they couldn't get what they want from the Congress. See, but now that the majority of justices in the Supreme Court are conservative, and if there's a 5-4 split, it's 5-4 on the way of the conservatives, then the liberals can no longer use the court to get what they want. You see? And so they're upset about that. So they want to appoint additional liberal judges to the Supreme Court, so they will once again have the majority, so they can use the court to make laws that they couldn't get passed without, or couldn't get passed by the Congress. So here's the question: is this the way our government is designed to work? If you don't like what Congress is doing right now, they can't agree, they can't pass a law, you just ignore them, just bypass them, and set up the court so that you can get laws enacted through the court system, even though that's not the way it's supposed to work in America? Well, I would say no, that's not the way we should be doing things. That's not the way the Founding Fathers set it up, and that's not the way it should be done today. You see, if the Democrats succeed in packing the court, they will use the court to enact social and legal reform that couldn't otherwise be enacted, and that is simply wrong. They shouldn't be doing that, and we shouldn't let them do that. One of the things that I want to remind you of is this book, and it deals with issues exactly like this one, a bunch of really good reasons to be a Republican. It traces the history of the Republican and Democratic parties from their inception, things they have stood for, things they have done, and it's a good overview that you can use to help figure out which party you want to be associated with. So those are my thoughts for today. I hope you enjoyed them, Again, let me encourage you to hit that subscribe button. I hope you'll watch more of our videos. Have a good day. Thank you.